Good afternoon, good morning, you lovely lot. Welcome to the mid-show on this Friday. We're just approaching there of the weekend. The weekend is starting right here. Dermot Leary, eat your heart out. Anyway, right, we have got a jam-packed couple of hours coming your way on Crafters TV. This is all about Masterclass, and it's all about a Halloween Masterclass. We have got Halloween deals galore. Although I do believe we're going into a Halloween Friday into a Saturday, because we've got lots of Halloween goodness coming your way, where we're going to be kickstarting earlier on within Wake Up Call, and then of course we're now going to go into Masterclass, into a craft along in the next show, and then of course we're going to carry that on into the weekend with Debbie Robinson, who's going to be on this side all weekend. Now I do need to let you know what we have got going at the moment is a buy more save more, or to be precise it's spend more save more, where well, the more that you spend, the more that you're going to be saving. So if you spend £10, $10 or 10 euros, or should I say to get £10, $10 or 10 euros off a 50 spend, then you're going to get 10%. So you're just going to put spend save 10 in the promo code at checkout. If you spend £100, $100 or 100 euros, you're going to get £20 or euros off. That just means that you're going to have to put spend save 20 into the promo code, and then if you spend £130 or euros, you're going to get £30 or euros off. You just need to put spend save 30 in the promo code. So if you spend 50, you're going to get 10 off. If you spend 100, you're going to get 20 off, and then if you spend 130, you're going to get 30 off. So you just need to of course put in that promo code. So it's spend save, and then it is 10 for the 10 off, 20 for the 20 off, and then it's 30 for the 30 off. You do just need to keep in mind though, shop savvily, if that's even a word. Be savvy when you shop, because it's one use per customer across on the website, which is .co.uk, .com and .eu. So that is one code use. One code use. If you see what I mean. Now, I do need to let you know as well, for you guys stateside, if you spend over $50, you're going to get free shipping. So if you have a look at some of the items that we've got on the show, some of the items are just under that $50 mark. So if you pop something else in there, tape runners, glues, adhesives, anything like that, take you over that $50 mark, you're going to get your free shipping across your way, which is a lovely little incentive as well. Everything that you're going to see within Masterclass and then Craft Along later on in the day, already there on the website. We've got that going at crafterscompanion.co.uk.com and .eu. That is the place that you need to go. Shop ahead, take advantage of that buy more, save more, and of course for you guys stateside, take advantage as well of that free shipping. Now, I'm not here on my own for the next couple of shows. We did have Lily that was in this morning, because of course I was on QVC Extra with Ben, so thank you for Lily. But I am beyond excited, because we always have giggles, we always have laughs, and we always start a conversation about 5 seconds before we go live. And we'll have to wait and continue that in the break time. I know you think we'd learn by now, but boy, we have got an incredible weekend coming of craft alongs, and when it comes to the incredible craft alongs, there's only one woman for the job, and that is my buddy, my horror buddy, perfect for Halloween time, the gorgeous Michelle. Michelle, how you doing?
Oh, I'm very well, especially after that introduction. I'm very well. I feel like I need to say thank you very much.
You don't need to thank me. It's all from the heart, and it's true.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so you've got the craft-alongs over the weekend, haven't you?
I have. I love a craft along. I love to be able to... I think Lily called me earlier the 3D queen or the construction queen.
That's not what she called you to me. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking, by the way. No, I definitely am. I definitely am. No, you are. You absolutely are.
Thank you very much. Lily said I am. Lily said I am. I'm listening to Lily.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yes,
Listen
I do.
to Lily, don't listen to me.
No, I'm not. If this is how it starts,
We're
can you
4
imagine
minutes
how it's
in.
going to end? Yeah.
4 minutes in.
Yes.
Maybe good
Well,
to... Let us see. Let us see.
Shall I show you? Shall I show you? So I thought it's Halloween. It's the All Hallows Eve collection. I thought we'd make a coffin. And I wanted to show you actually how to make a coffin as simply as possible. So then you can go, once you've done this craft along with me, you can take it and you can make this any size you want. Now, Dean asked earlier, could I do one human size? Pretty sure with enough mount board.
That's got to have been Dean.
Yes, yeah.
That does not surprise me whatsoever. Does not surprise me.
But if you can see around the side, I've used all them elements to give it a lovely faux emboss. All the little castles and the coffins and the bats all the way around.
That's awesome.
Just had a bit of fun. Well, a lot of fun. And this fibre stuff is like the best thing I've ever used. I mean, that stuff goes on.
It goes on.
And on and Ariston.
And on. Yeah.
and on. So yes, that's my craft along later.
So that's what we'll be doing in the last show of the day. So I know that the details are out there on social already for you to have a look at. Get everything ready if you want to craft along with Michelle. Of course, I know many of you do love to watch first and then you come along and you craft along later. It's entirely up to yourself, but the details are there. If you do want to craft along with Michelle, that's going to be 6 o'clock here in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon Central Time, or 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Get all the bits and pieces ready to go, and then of course you can be crafting along with her later on in the day for the 2 hours with that incredible craft along, which is of course with the coffin from the Halloween collections. Right, we've got Rachel on the social this afternoon. Many of you are already in saying hello. We've got Ben Mccarthy is in already saying good afternoon everyone. Good afternoon, Ben. Can I just say, oh my gosh. Your cakes were absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious.
They were very good.
And I'm not a fan of milk chocolate.
No, I did say that. It swirled some white through it just for you, Craig.
Just for me, but it still tasted absolutely delicious. I don't know, is there any left?
There is some left.
There is some left. There is some left. Okay, doke, that might be cuppy time later on. Jane's in saying good morning, everyone, and good afternoon to everyone else for you guys out and beyond. Handcrafted by Gaz is saying hello, Michelle, Craig, Rachel, and all the CCTV crew and all my crafty pals. We've got Dean, who is producing. He's got wee-wee. And then we've got Charlotte, who's directing. Hi, she says. And we've got Jake as well. He's out and about out there getting ready for the weekend, as well as giving us a helping hand within this show. Marcella's in saying good morning, everyone. Colleen's in saying morning. Craig from a sunny, hot Florida. Well, it's certainly not like that here, that is for sure. Autumn is definitely on its way, although I think it's kind of skipped autumn and then it's going into the winter time. We've also got Caroline is saying good morning to all you wonderful people. We've got Christine Baker saying good morning from Edmonton, Canada. Also, Colleen is saying, morning again, Michelle. Love what you made already this morning, earlier on, and I can't wait to see what else you're going to be showing us all. I know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be intrigued within the next couple of hours within this craft along. And then, craft along, that's the next one, within this masterclass. We've got Anne that's saying, oh, it's bigger than I thought. Yeah, the coffin, it really is substantial. It looks a lot bigger when you see it on camera than what it does within the photos. So I think that's why it's going to be a really good project for any little gifts or little treats or anything that you want to pop inside. If there is anything you want to ask Michelle while she is here, she's here, of course, within today, and then she's here tomorrow as well. But do head across to social, whether it is Facebook or whether, of course, it is on YouTube. Get your comments across, and with the helping hand of Rachel, we'll feed these ones across to Michelle within the remaining of today. But what we have got as well, and we've still got it in stock, this is your last live day to grab your hands on the current Weekday Wonder. Now, of course, after today, the Weekday Wonder will end and we'll be going into our brand new Weekend Wonder. And this one is all about the Roaring Twenties. So you've got this incredible, complete mini collection of the Roaring Twenties that does consist of your organza ribbon. So you're going to get your 4 reels of your organza ribbon. Now you've got your really lovely striking colours that work within that Art Deco feel. So you're going to get that pack there. I'm going to show you the dies and the stamps in a wee bit more detail, but we'll show you the actual packaging first. You've got the couple there where you've got the 4 stamps included with the sentiment with the little heart and the diamond. You've got then your Art Deco Roaring Twenties lady with a champagne glass, of course, with the little champagne bottle with a couple of sentiments. You've then got your peacock feather. You've also got your cut and emboss folder as well. And then you're even getting your Gildan Flake kit as well. So not only are you going to get the gold Gildan Flakes, you're going to get the Stay Sticky glue. You're also then going to get the little scouty pad as well. So this is how the actual ribbons and the additional items will look. You're going to get your ribbons. You've got your fancy feather peacock die. Then you've also got the razor glass. You're also going to be getting your Together Forever, and then you're going to be getting your Art Deco frame. Not forgetting, of course, you get your Gildan Flake kit as well. So all of that is coming your way, £28 or $36. You are going to be saving $13.94. For you guys stateside, you're going to be saving $17.70. If you're platinum, of course, you're then going to be £22.40 or $28.80. And then, you know, you're still, what's that, say in the UK, on that today's price, you're about 12 quid away, what's that, so 30, 22 quid away from, of course, that buy more, save more. So you just have a little look when it comes to adhesives, cardstocks, anything like that. Maybe if something else takes your fancy from Mastercrafts, or of course the Craftalog, then of course pop that into the basket when you get up to the totals. So if you're spending 50, you can get 10 off. If you're spending 100, you can get 20 off. And if you're spending 130, you're going to get 30 off. That just means you need to put in the promo code either spend save 10, that's if you spend 50, spend save 20 if you're spending 100, or spend save 30 if you're saving 130. Again, just to recap as well, for you guys stateside, you spend over $50, you're going to get your free shipping as well. So that might be something that you want to pop into your basket to take whatever you are purchasing into that next level, as to where you can then, of course, reach that buy more, save more, or of course your free shipping. So that is your Weekday Wonder. Let's not forget again, that is your last live day today to, of course, get your hand on that Weekday Wonder before the Weekend Wonder runs out and starts. We're then going to be having a look at our 12 by 12. So this is our 12 by 12 Halloween paper pad. Now you're going to get your 36 sheets with this one. Yes, it is 12 by 12, as I say, and it's 180 GSM. Now within this paper pad here, this is for me, this is grown-up Halloween. This is true spooky when it comes to the designs. When you see, I mean, that is quite literally something out of the original Halloween. When bear with me where I'm going on this one. When they're in the bedroom and they look up and Michael Myers is standing there with the sheet over the top of him. That's what I mean by true spooky. Yeah. What you've then got, of course, is you've then got the graveyard, you've then got the gates as well, with the churches, the red sky, the moon with the bats, with the actual ghost there in the middle there. You've then got all of that kind of, it's, I'm trying to think of the other, Sleepy Hollow. You've got that Sleepy Hollow feel as well. You've got the courtyard, you've got the moon, the bats, you've then got your crosses, you've then got your pumpkins in that as well. You've then got more that you can see. They are double-sided that you can see, so you've got more a fuller design on one side, but then you've got a subtler design on the opposite side as well with the cobwebs. So you're going to get all of that full paper pad that is 12 by 12, $14.99 or $19.99. You're going to get that at a platinum price of $11.99 or $15.99. That is on Shop the Day Across on the website. That might be something that you've already got, but within today's shows here, you'll maybe pop something, a couple of things in your basket, basket. You're quite not there yet at that buy more, save more level, or at that free shipping level for you guys stateside. That might be something that you're going to consider popping in just to take you to that next level for you to then, of course, get that additional saving. But a really good one as well. Halloween's not outdated, is it? Same every single year. You're going to be able to bring this out year after year after year. And who knows, you might end up using it in conjunction with the craft alongs that Michelle's going to be doing, or within the next item that we're going to show you just here. Going to show you these ones, then we're going to go straight to Michelle and we'll get a demonstration because she's going to be using these ones. And to be specific, she's using the witch's hat. And this is the Halloween shaped card based stamping dies. Now you're going to get them all. So you're going to get the pumpkin, you're going to get the large pumpkin die, you're then going to, of course, get the smaller pumpkins, or as some of you guys stateside will say, or most of you say, jack-o'-lanterns when it comes to the pumpkins, the stalks, the foliage as well. But then you've got the stamps. You've got the quirky stamps that are going to work when it comes to that creative play of words. But then you've got ones that work really, really well for the harvest time as well. And then you've got your two little curves. These are then just going to create that curvature when it comes to the pumpkin, if you choose to use it in that way. But because these are quite solid dies, they're going to work through your fabrics and that as well. And then the one, I believe, is this the one you're going to be using, Michelle, is it?
I am, I'm going to use that first.
So Michelle's going to be using the witch's hat. So you've got the witch's hat, the legs, you've got the boots, you've got the spiders, the stars, the dots. Everything is there included for you to make your shaped card bases or your apertures, whatever way that you want to use them. It's entirely up to yourself, but you've got these really cool little sentiments as well, which will work alongside your All Hallows Eve collection if you manage to get your hands on that. So you can start to tie many of the Halloween collections in together, combine them together, which is then just going to make you have an even bigger, wider collection of Halloween items. But if you want to go for these two, because you're going to get both of these ones together, £38 or $48. You've got them at a platinum price of £30 or $40 with a USA platinum price of $38.40. I think I just said that, but I just said it again for you. Just to say as well, out of all the Halloween items that we've done this year, this was the very first range that we done. And even now, up till today, it's still very, very, very popular. And I think the reason being is maybe when they first launched, you were like, okay, what else will I use it with? But because we've come in with a great range of Halloween items this year, Halloween collections, cardstock, paper, stamps, dies, you've really seen the benefit of having these within your crafty stash, because you're going to be able to then, as I said before, take your collections or take these to the next level, but by combining it all together. So if you want to go for them, today's price of £38 or $48, but you've got that platinum price of £30.40 or $38.40. They're on Shop the Day as well for you to grab a hold of. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. That's where you need to go. Have a little peruse, take advantage of that buy more, save more. All the details are across on the website. I'll go over them all again with you just shortly. But what we will do is, because we've got some lovely comments coming through, I'll have a little read through, but what we will do is we'll jump straight across to Michelle and see what incredible demos she's going to do with the witch's hat.
I hope it's incredible now.
It will always be your demos are.
Very much. I wasn't fishing for compliments then at all.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, well.
And you deserve them. You deserve them.
Oh, thank you. Shucks. Oh, I'm all blushing now.
Oh. Do you need me to fan you with my Halloween paper?
No, you're all right. Those Halloween papers are Wicked Witch. We're gonna use the Wicked Witch, so let's get on with this. But those Halloween papers, they are going to be perfect for someone who just loves horror films. It doesn't have to just be Halloween. So what I've got is I've got some black glitter card and I've got some normal white card. So what we're going to do is we're going to die cut some of these out. So we're going to pop off that witch's hat. And I'm going to pop that onto the glitter. So pop that on there. And then we're going to cut some bits out in white. So we're going to pop this band, oh, if I can get it off. So we're going to pop this band onto the white, her legs. So if you've not seen these before, and you open it up and you think, what on earth are they? They are her legs, but I always say when you get a die set like this and there's lots of elements in there that you're not quite sure what they are, just cut them out in some scrap card
Uh-huh.
and have a little bit of a play, and it sort of soon comes very apparent what all the different bits are for. But I had no idea when I first got that. I was like, what on earth?
Neither did I. Neither did I. I was like, what is
Definitely.
that?
Yeah, I had no idea. Right, so we'll die cut those out for now. I'm just going to stick that one down.
Okay.
And then we're going to run them through. So just cutting a few bits. I've got a lot more bits cut out next to me. I'm going to bring in my Shimmer inks as well for this one. I have got my lime soda and my sugar plum. So that pink and purple very much reminded me of Wicked.
I've never seen it.
Oh, I took Oliver to see it, I don't know, earlier this year, February, March time. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen.
Was it?
I absolutely loved it.
Oh.
It was really good. I wasn't looking forward to it. I thought, Wizard of Oz, but no.
Yeah.
Honest to God, if I could suggest any, it would be that for someone to go watch. It was just so good.
I am, because I am looking forward to the film coming out, which has got nothing to do with the fact that Ariana Grande's in it. Nothing to do with that fact.
Not at all.
Whatsoever. I'm just intrigued and looking forward to seeing that film. But no, I do fancy seeing it because I've heard some incredible things about it.
It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So my son Oliver loves a good musical. And he, for Christmas last year and his birthday this year, all he's wanted is tickets for certain random musicals. So that was one that I took him to see, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
I would have gone straight back in afterwards and re-watched it again. I enjoyed it that much. I'm just throwing my stars all over. I'll look for that in a minute. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking the stars off, because what we're going to do on this glitter is we're going to die cut them into it.
Okay.
There we go. So just placing them randomly. I mean, you could die cut them out in white and ink them up. You can do whatever you want, but what we're going to do is we're going to pop these on and we're going to die cut them out.
See, I also think it reminds me of the Harry Potter sorting hat.
I said that if you turn it upside down and have some sort of moving element, you know how my brain works, some sort of moving element where, you can take whatever it is out. What is it that they take out of there?
Can you please just expand on what does it look like if you look at it upside down? Because I just tried it and I'm not quite sure what it looks like upside down.
What on earth you were doing?
What does it look like when it's upside down? What does it look like?
It looks like the sorting hat.
Upside down?
That's upside down.
But the sorting hat's not... Now, I'm no like
Do they
Harry
not
Potter...
does he not have it upside down and pull the things? Does he put it on... This...
Have you actually seen... Do you know what you're talking about when it comes to a sorting hat?
I don't remember. I just thought I did. Oh my God, I'm going to get so much hate mail for not knowing how the sorting hat works.
Do you think like they put names in a hat and pick them out and go, right, you're in Gryffindor and you're in Slytherin?
Yeah, but on like a really cool
Yeah.
tissue or something.
Weird, because I'm looking at it upside down going, where's she going with this?
I had no idea. I had no idea. Don't hate me, everyone. I'm so sorry.
See, that looks like the sorting hat now.
Okay, I'll have to go back. I'm going to have to go back and watch some Harry Potters.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Or I might just Google it. No, I'd have to watch it
I think
so
you
it's in
should watch
context.
it. Exactly, yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed the films. I've seen them all. But as for the details...
I've seen... I remember seeing kind of like the first three, and then I've seen a few more, but then my mind kind of wanders because they're just like too long for me. So, yeah, they do, Charlotte, in my opinion, anyway. Although, in saying that, I did go to the Warner Brothers studios the other day at Harry Potter. That was interesting, but then I like behind-the-scenes stuff. I really like behind-the-scenes stuff, so that was really interesting for me. But, yes. The sorting hat is not about putting names in a hat and picking them out at Harry Potter.
Well, I think they should have done.
They should have. That'd be a good one,
That would have made so much more sense for me.
Yeah.
So what I've done is I've die cut a few out. You can see I have lost one of my dies, so I'm going to bring this one in. I've just die cut a few larger stars out of that. And then what we're going to do is, so again, I've already got one here that I've cut out of white. And this is where I'm going to bring in my pigment ink. So I've got my sugar plum and I've got my lime soda. And just randomly, on the right way up sorting hat, I'm just going to put...
Rachel thinks it looks like a twister. Anne on Facebook says it looks a bit like a tornado.
It does.
It does, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's coming out, Twister 2.
Yes.
But I only found out the other day it's not with one of my favourite actresses.
Was it Helen Hunt?
Helen Hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was in the new one, but she's not.
Oh, is it going to be the same without her?
Exactly, I know. It's called Twisters, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I do like that sort of film. I like those.
That's
sort
one of my
films.
favourite films, that.
Yeah. The other one I really like as well is Dante's Peak.
Yes,
With Pierce
I
Brosnan
love.
with the volcano. Yeah. Yeah.
Classic, isn't it, that one? So I am just randomly throwing it down because
Oh
once
wow,
you
Michelle.
pop that on top, it, you know, it's so you don't have to be perfect with this. You can just pop that ink down and not worry about it. So I am going to put that to the side for now because that needs to dry. It's not going to stick down at all yet because it's that shimmer ink. It's going to take a while for it to dry. But while that is drying, we're going to get on with the rest of the bits.
Okay.
So I've done the legs exactly the same. And I always want to call it a cummerbund. Is it a cummerbund or... I think I've already...
Liam's nodding yes. Liam's at the side of me here. And he's,
cummerbund.
He's yes.
I know it's just the wrap for a hat, but that's what it always reminds me of. So, yes, I know that a cummerbund goes around your stomach, doesn't it? But it just... I always want to call this that. I don't know what it is when it's on your hat. I think we've already established in Michelle's world, it's a little bit different. Just a hat band.
Just got a hat band, there we go.
And again, so what else you get on here, which I love, is all these. You get so, even down to these tiny, tiny little bits. So you get this lovely little buckle that we're going to pop on as well. Gonna pop that on there. Oh, I'm going to go home and I'm going to not hear the end of it from my son about the sorting hat.
The sorting hat.
Right, so what are we doing next? So these are the legs. I've already got my shoes, my witch's shoes die cut out.
Okay.
I've got them cut out in normal black and in glitter black. So what we're going to do is, let me bring this in. So that's lovely and dry now. So that's going to go on there like that.
I love the colour choice.
It's lovely, isn't it? Green and purple, I don't think you necessarily think that that's going to go well together, but actually it does. So let's get some glue on this and stick this front bit together. So just trying to be careful. You could use your dotty if you wanted round those stars, but I don't think I need to. As long as I've got all those edges covered.
So do you and Ben and the family, do you do much at Halloween, or, you know, are you movie goers at Halloween, or do you do anything, or?
No. They always do a pumpkin and put it out so, you know, the kids know that we're in and they can come and get some sweets.
Yeah.
We've always got sweets in for them, but we don't do anything really. Normally we end up just watching a horror. But we normally end up watching a horror every weekend anyway, so
yeah.
We love a good horror movie. It's nice that we both like that.
Oh, definitely. Nothing worse when you're with someone that aren't into horrors.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So what I've got here, I've got glitter and I've got a plain black. I'm going to pop those together, but before I do, that is just going to, I'm going to glue that in between those two. What it does, it gives it a little bit of weight for what I'm going to do. But what it also does is it just covers the front and the back of all those joining bits and just makes it look that little bit neater and nicer. So again, just using my tacky. Let's close that over. So you can see that it's glued in two pieces. So again, none of those ugly bits that we want covering up, because it's not going to go on the front of a card. Popping that on there, and again the same with the other one, and I've got buckles for these shoes as well. So pop that on there.
They remind me of little sweets, the legs, the way that you've coloured them.
They do me.
I just can't think of what I'm trying to think of, but they remind me of something.
Right, so I need to cut just one more piece, or one more sorting hat out, and then this is going to go on the back. I've got some, am I going to fit? Oh, I am going to fit. We're going to have some little lovely dangly legs. So let's pop this back through. I've got a couple of my cobwebs already cut. I've got extra legs. The spider. Even down to that one teeny tiny spider. Just the detail in these die sets is just...
Do you know what this whole set would be really, really good with? I don't know if you used it yet, Michelle, or even seen it, our new funky foam.
I've seen it, haven't used it yet.
Oh my gosh.
Is it
think the funky foam. And you'll find it on the website, and I'm a total convert? Is that the right one? Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to the funky foam, because when we launched it at the start of the week there, and I did hold my hands up when I heard it had it, and I thought, what really are we going to do with funky foam? You know, you see it in inexpensive crafty stores or for the kiddies. What exactly we're going? Oh wow, the prime example is our Christmas corner dies. Cuts our funky foam like a dream. It's so light and so delicate. And that's how I'm thinking, like the little spiders, the spider web, because it's going to give you extra thickness, but not any weight to your card or project. So if you're posting them, it's going to be an absolute dream. And then of course, use your temporary spray it on the back of your die cut funky foam, attach it to your stamping platform. You can then stamp with them. So all your dies you can turn into stamps.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, it's so good. Check out, I know a couple of the colours are out of stock, but check out the website because that would be awesome to use.
I'll have to have a look. Right. I did see it and I haven't had a chance to have a play yet, but that's great to know that you can do all that with it, definitely. Right, so I'm going to turn my legs over and I've got some string and I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue. Let me pop that on there.
Oops. Let's not go there again. Let's not
I
go
would
there
have
again.
said pardon me, but nothing is going to beat you yesterday.
The one time I tried to be serious, Michelle. The one time.
That was hilarious. I was watching that. I think I was on the train because I laughed out really loud.
Did you?
And everyone was like looking, thinking, what on earth is that crazy woman just laughing at randomly? It was so funny. Right, so a bit of string on there. And then really what I've done is I've glued those shut before I put the back piece on, but that's okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim it down. So let me just getting myself into a bit of a state here at the minute. Right, there we go. So I'm going to pop that on there. So let me again add a little bit more glue and pop that over the top. Now again, I'm just going to trim this down, but I should have really thought, but really can't tell before I glued it on. So again, let's add a bit more glue to this one. So if you're adding string or anything to make it into like a hanging item or something like that, I will always use my hot glue gun. So I've got two dangly legs now. Put them the right way round. So let's pop those wherever you want. You can have them as... I'm not going to finish that sentence. It's a little bit warm over there.
Please finish that.
So let's put those there. And again, let me plop a little bit, pop a little bit of hot glue there. So, and again, I'm going to bring in my pokey tool. It allows me to sort of squash it into there and not burn my fingers.
Right.
Pop another little bit there.
I'm intrigued about this because I have no idea where you're going with this.
So let's pop that there. Let that dry. Let me trim that down. And then I've also got another piece of string, and this is going to go right at the top because it's going to allow me to hang this as sort of a hanging decoration. So let's... So another bit of hot glue there. Let's just pop that in it. And again, being mindful of your fingers, trim those edges off. And then what I'm going to do is, so these will dangle nice and freely. Just right next to them, I'm just going to put one foam pad.
Okay.
So about there and about there. And I know this is all a mess and everything, but it's absolutely fine because it's going to be covered up in a minute. Take that off and take that off, and then this is going to go over the top.
Oh.
So it's that aha moment, isn't it? Put some glue there and there. Remember not to glue this bit here because they're not going to move if you do. Bring in just the glue all round the edges. And let's, before I do, actually, no, that can go behind, so that's absolutely fine. Bring this over, line it up, and then press it all down. So my glue's all around those edges. I've got 2 foam pads there. It gives these space to move. So pressing all that down, let's bring in this little spider. And what I can do is, before that glue dries, should be able to pop him in the middle. And then I've got this, and this is going to go just here. Now I'm just going to pop it on the back with some dotty tape. If you want to, again, insert that in the middle so you don't see the back, then absolutely do that. So making sure that they move freely, which they are. I've got have a fabulous birthday. So we're going to turn that round. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it on there, so it's going to cover that up. Let me bring in a bigger foam pad. Now, if you're creating this at home and you want to have another blank piece over there so you can write onto it, then you absolutely can do that. I'm going to pop that there. And if I move all my mess to the side, let me just make sure my spider's absolutely fine. And I hold that up for you.
Oh my gosh, that is brilliant.
Just some dancing feet. Dancing feet.
How cool is that?
I just thought a little bit of a different way. I think we're decorating now, aren't we?
Absolutely.
As well as making the cards. So I thought that would be just a bit of fun.
What a great way to use the dies. You know, we've seen many ways over the last couple of weeks since they've launched, but never seen them within those ways, using that way as a way to dangle the legs just from inside the hat. And then, of course, you can use that as a decoration. Genius, absolutely genius. Love that idea. I don't know why no one's thought of that one before. Well, I know, because all those sort of crazy, great ideas always come from Michelle having the dangly legs within the hat. So you can do exactly that. You can recreate exactly what Michelle's just done there when it comes to the shape card based stamping dies, where you're going to get them all the witch's hat and you're going to get the pumpkins. So there is the die set and the stamp set that you're going to get with the witch's hat, all of the dies, all of the embellishment dies, the ways to decorate, and then of course you can then stamp out your sentiment as well as the embellishment stamps. That's what you're going to get within that set. And then you're also going to be getting the pumpkins as well. So you're going to get all the pumpkin dies and the sentiment stamps. And you're also going to get a couple of those curve stamps as well. Should you choose to use them, they are going to create that curvature in the design of that larger pumpkin. So all of those, both sets, all those stamping dies, £38 or $48. You're of course going to get your platinum price on that. So if you're paying the purple platinum price, you're going to be £30.40 or $38.40 for all of those stamps, all of those dies. And let's remember as well, of course, when it comes to the things such as your witch's hat, the witch's hat, if you do start to theme it when it comes to things such as the sorting hat from Harry Potter, you'll be able to use it throughout the year. And then when it comes to the pumpkin as well, you know, you can use it about Thanksgiving and Harvest Festival and those different occasions as well. So not necessarily just within the Halloween realm, so to speak. So really good deal and really good saving within that one there that's going to work well should you choose to use them with either the paper pads we've shown you or the ink pads, which funny enough, we've got the ink pads with you right now. These are the Shimmer ink pads. So these are the ones that Michelle was using a moment ago. She was using a couple of them. But what we have got is we've got a set of 6. Now, when it comes to the 6 of these Shimmer ink pads, you're going to be $26.95. Or for you guys stateside, you're going to be $40.45. That's giving you a saving of 20%, over 20%, but you've got your platinum price of £21.56 or $32.36. Now, if you did go for the Halloween shaped card-based stamp and dies and you went for this, this is of course going to take you to that level where you can then take advantage of that spend more, save more. So just before I quickly go over those details there, with the spend more, save more, if you spend £50 or $50 or €50, you're going to get £10, $10 or €10 off. That works the way with the saving of 20 and 30. So what I mean by that, spend 50, you're going to get £10 off. At promo code at the checkout, you just need to put spend, save 10. Now, if you spend £100 dollars or euros, you can get £20 dollars or euros off. You just need to put in at the promo code at checkout, spend, save 20. And then when it comes to spending £130 dollars or euros, you can get £30 dollars or euros off. You just need to pop in spend, save 30 in the promo code at checkout. Now, when it comes to the total, that has to be before, of course, the postage and packing or shipping. But then when it comes to you guys stateside, if you spend over $50, you're going to get your free shipping. So all those sort of things are going to equate to if you went for this and as well as the Halloween shaped card-based stamp and dies we showed you. But if you go for them, then this is the ones that you're going to get with the Shimmer ink pads. You're going to get the amethyst. You're then going to get your sugar plum. So that's the one that Michelle was using a moment ago. You're going to get the lime soda, which was also the one Michelle was using a moment ago. You're going to get the starlit sky. You're going to get your frosty mint that we can see here. And then you're also going to be getting the toffee apple as well. So these are a pigment ink pad, opaque pigment ink pad with incredible shimmer to them. So it doesn't matter whether you're starting to then use your larger stamps, your outline stamps, your sentiment stamps, or if you start to do your water-based techniques with these ones, you're going to get the shimmer that comes all the way through. $26.95 or $40.45. That, of course, gives you a saving of over 20%, but you've got a really good, really good platinum price on that, actually, with your 20% off. £21.56 or $32.36. Maybe you've not wanted to go for the full range in the past. This is a lovely little 6-piece set for you to go for. Maybe try me before you look to invest into the other ones that we've got. Cardstock. Now, this was some of the cardstock I've got here is what Michelle was using, for instance. The glitter cardstock, that is the black one. We've got your spectacular Halloween card pack. Now, it says a 4-piece card collection. That doesn't do it justice. You've got 80 sheets in total. That's what does it justice, the amount of sheets that you're getting. Because what you're going to get is your black. That is your shedless glitter. Now, when it comes to your shedless glitter, you've got 250 GSM, and then you're going to get your 10 sheets of that. Now, you can use these with your electric bladed cutting machines if you want to, and of course they die cut like a dream. You're then going to get your copper. So you're going to get your 10 sheets of your copper A4 in size, and it's 250 GSM. We're then going to be giving you your luxury cardstock. So in actual fact, you're getting over 80 sheets, because within this one here, we say 30 sheets, it's 30 and a bit sheets, because it comes to 30 full A4 sheets. So you're getting 10 of your shedless glitter, you're getting 10 of the mirror, and then you're getting 10 of the satin. However, these two panels at the front here, these are extras. These are not included within the count, so they're extra ones. Same goes for the luxury red. 10 shedless glitter, 10 mirror, 10 satin, and then the two panels at the front, they're not included within the count, so you're actually getting a wee bit extra. It'll probably work out the equivalent of around about 82 sheets in total. Now, these on their own are worth $9.99 on their own, and then you're going to get both of them, 10 sheets of the copper, 10 sheets of the black shedless glitter card, giving you them at £19 or $30, with a saving of 30% on that 4-pack with the 80 plus sheets. And then you've got your platinum price of $15.20 or $24. Keeping in mind, just one pack of the luxury cardstock is worth $9.99, and you're getting all of that for $15.20 platinum price. For you guys stateside, $24. They're all on Shop the Day, certainly for you guys across Central Europe as well. So crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu, that's where you need to go to shop till your heart's content. The more you shop, the more you spend, the more you save, taking advantage with those promo codes. Now, I have to thank Ben for this one, because of course Ben's not here the rest of the day. He was in earlier on today with myself on QVC UK, and he was the one that asked for these to be brought back again today. Now, he did ask for them to be on our show yesterday, which we did have. They were meant to end midnight last night. He did come in and he was saying how much of an epic deal that they were, which of course I knew, and he did say, he said probably it'd be worthwhile just keeping them on, because maybe you want to do your water techniques when it comes to your backgrounds, to do your Halloween backgrounds, maybe to etch them or colour your stamps. So thankfully, and we'll have to say a big thank you to the guys in the office next door who's kept them on for us. We've got two options. So the first one we've got is our colour creations, which is the artist collection. So we've got our artist collection here. Now, within this one here, you've got all of that. Everything that you've got here is epic. So you're going to get a variety of colour and mediums here that I'll talk you through in a second. You're then going to get your ideas, instruction sheets, and you're going to get different sheets for you to then practice and colour with. Now, with this one, of course, it's all about Spectrum Noir. Inside, what you're going to get is a beautiful array of both water-based pens, with it being your aqua pens, and then your alcohol-based pens, being your Illustrator pens. So you've got, essentially, in my opinion, you've got the best of both. You've got the best of watercolour card when it comes to your aqua pens, and then you've got the best of the best when it comes to your alcohol pens, which is your Illustrator pens. Your water-based pens, you've got your finer nib and then your brush nib on each side here, but you can then start to draw the colour. You can watercolour with these ones, or you can just go direct if you want. Within your alcohol pens, you've got your really fine nib, but you've got that incredible, high-quality, top-notch Japanese nib when it comes to the flexibility to the opposite end. So if you want to start to layer the colour if you want to start to blend some of them, then of course you can do, or if you just want to come along and then just colour your gems, your pearls, your ribbon, etc., you can do that if you want to. What you've then got at the bottom is you've then got your two art liners. So if you want to start to colour and then you want to come along and add extra detail, you can do. Say you've missed a little gap when it comes to some of your stamps. You stamp your stamp, you've missed a little gap, go in with the art liner, connect it, and then when it comes to the art liner, you can both alcohol and watercolour with both of them. The back gives you an indication of everything that you're going to be getting when it comes to the aqua, as well as the Illustrator pens, plus all the colouring sheets, and of course the inspirational step-by-step sheet that you're going to be getting as well. That whole kit there, $35.45, with a saving of over 50%. So, Dean, say that again? Right, so we'll need to take the details off then. Rightio. So, right, ignore everything that I've just said on that one there. If you want to go for that one, it is back at the higher price, but you will just need to check out on the website for that one. So what we can then do is then we can go into, of course, our collector's collection. So we've got our colorist collection that we're going to have a look at just here. Now within this one here, so this one here is your 54 professional colours that you've got. These are the tri-blend forums. So just to confirm, this one is the price that you're seeing on the screen, £25 or $40. You've got a saving of over 50% on this one. So that incredible, exceptional saving of 50% on your tri-blends with a platinum price of £20 or $32. Now you've also got your colouring sheets that you're going to be able to see on the back here, and then you've got your little guide as well for you to go through. We have talked about our Illustrator pens so many times, our tri-blend pens. You know, they're my favourite. They're always my go-to because you've got your three-tone blend within that one pen. It is alcohol-based, so if you want to use them as standalone colours, you can absolutely do that. But you've got all of that at the platinum price, £20 or $32. Phenomenal price there. Should you use it for yourself or as a way for a gift, Christmas time, birthday time, it's entirely up to yourself. But again, this is maybe something you want to consider to maybe just take you to that next level when it comes to that buy more, save more, or as well for you guys stateside to take advantage of that free shipping. Them, as well as everything else that we've looked at so far, as well as so many other things you're going to find on Shop the Day. But what we are going to do is we're going to give you the opportunity to check out your baskets, and myself and Michelle, we'll be back in a couple of minutes with another incredible demonstration.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters' companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% off your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every £1, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. So what are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate. Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Mosby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You all right?
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some...
Yes, and I done a Michelle the other week there when I was filming the Craft Club. Thankfully, the water did not go all over my project and we didn't have to halt filming. We just had to clean up the desk. Yeah, so it could have been a lot worse. Certainly when it comes to the Craft Club filming, because I only prep one element of each. So
Yes.
that was a close one. Close one indeed. Right, we're going to go straight back to Michelle just in a moment for another demonstrations, but lots and lots of lovely comments as to what Michelle's been making within this show, but also earlier on as well when it comes to Wake Up Call. We've got Elaine is saying, I've been using my funky foam with my Halloween cards thanks to you, Craig. Excellent, glad you managed to get it and you've been using it. YOU Expressions by Candy. Do you know something? We used to show this in the UK. I've not seen it for years. I don't know if it's still on. I'll need to check out the streaming sites. But she says, Craig, if one of your favourite actresses is Helen Hunt, I hope you've had the privilege to watch the US show Mad About You. It's really funny.
Oh,
I loved Mad About You.
Yes, I loved
Not
that.
seen it in years.
No.
Not seen it in years. Don't know if it is on any of the streaming sites or that. I'll need to have a look. But, oh yeah, that would be good to go back and watch. Helen Hunt and Kate Hudson are two of my favourite actresses, and I both think they're totally underrated in their acting ability. Helen Hunt in What Women Want with Mel Gibson. Oh my God, her
I love
acting
that film. She's great. She really is.
Incredible, absolutely incredible, as well as like Twister and, you know, because she's in Castaway as well.
Yeah.
I like the start and the end,
Yeah.
isn't she? Great actress. Stephanie is saying this would be great for the front door. Yeah, what you just made there.
Yeah.
That would be good for the front door. We've got Laura Gray saying you could use them to hang in the windows for Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because maybe you don't always want now, you know, at Christmas time, you use that faux snow and that in the window, or you get the stickers for the windows. Sometimes you don't want that.
No.
So to have it, because most people maybe have like a handle at the window or something.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just to make that hanging witch's hat or the pumpkin. And of course, you can then hang on that one. Phil is asking, now we got this question yesterday, Phil. I've not had a chance to try and see if you can foil the funky foam. Hopefully I'll be able to get a shot at trying that soon, but I don't know at the moment. I can't see why not, because it's not a heat activated foam. It's nothing like your flower forming foam. It's a lot thicker. So I can't see why not, but I wouldn't want to say just yet because I've not actually tried it as of yet. A lot of love for the cardstock bundle. Still even more love for what you were just making there a moment ago with what the hanging objects. And then you've got Crafty C on YouTube saying, hi Craig, you are so right. Michelle takes things to the next level. She absolutely does. She absolutely does. Honestly, Michelle, I could just the amount of love for you and what you make and your thinking process is just coming all the way through. So yes, thank you to Michelle, passing them on to, of course, Michelle. While we're here, Bonnie's saying, put off grocery shopping to catch this. Working on Halloween cards. Thanks for being here. You're very welcome. Very welcome. When it comes to Halloween and different cards and projects, Michelle's absolutely the lady to go to. Now, I am going to quickly zoom through these so that I can shut up and we'll go straight back to Michelle for another demonstration. And this one here is our spectacular Halloween decor 7-piece collection. Now, when it comes to this 7-piece collection, what you're going to be getting is you're going to be getting your village chapel. Now, you may think at first glance, well, would this not be good for a wedding card? Absolutely. But then you think about the graveyards, you know, the spooky yards that you go to, that old haunted chapel. It's just there, you know, falling to bits in the background. Rip bits, tear bits, go in with the grungy inks and that, really make it spooky when it comes to that Blair Witch Project sort of feel. That, oh, I've not seen that in a long time.
Yeah.
Might watch
Salem's
that tonight.
Lot.
Yes. Yeah. Festive pumpkin. Believe it or not, that will make a pumpkin. That does make a pumpkin. Check out our YouTube channel to see past shows last year as how you can make your pumpkin. But it's very, very simple. Die cut these, I want to say 6 or 8 times. Die cut 2 of these, and then you just start to work them the way around. That's going to create a 3D decor pumpkin. Then what we're going to be giving you is we're going to be giving you your Centura of Pearl. Now that is your cherry red Centura of Pearl, 310 GSM. You've got your 10 sheets. We're then going to be giving you your 250 GSM of your shedless glitter card when it comes to the copper. We're then going to give you your jet, that was my favourite gladiator, jet black. That one being your pigment ink pad. So that is the one that you can start to use things such as your embossing powders to stick onto if you want to, although you still get a really lovely seamless blend. And then we're going to be giving you your antique elements from your metallic pens. You're going to get your antique pearl, vintage satin. You're then going to be getting your tarnished silver, rose gold, aged copper, and then you're going to get your ancient bronze, which if you use on your darker card, this is what they're going to look like, giving you that metallic feel when it comes to your cardstock. Now, you're going to get all of that for £45 or $65. Of course, you guys, Central Europe, you just need to go to your website, and in actual fact, to say all of that, you get the tacky glue as well. You get that full bottle of the tacky glue in with that bundle there, £45 or $65. You've got a saving of £20.93, or you've got a saving of $30.35 for you guys stateside. But if you are platinum, you're going to pay that purple platinum price at £36 or $52. However, if this is your very first purchase after joining Club Inspire, then of course you get 20% off your first order, which means of course you're going to be able to take advantage of that platinum price for your first order. Remember, we've still got our buy more, save more going on, which kick-started today. So the more you spend, the more you save. We'll go over that one just shortly. And for you guys stateside, you spend over $50, you've got your free shipping. All the details can be found across on the website. Until I go over it in the meantime, just shortly, what we will do is we'll go back to Michelle, where she's going to be using this collection to make something, well, quite epic, I'm sure.
Thank you very much. I'm going to use the village chapel, but I thought before I go on, Craig
I didn't know you would.
Yeah, quickly put one together this morning just to show you.
Are you a good egg?
I know. How quick, I mean, thank you. Yes, I am. Just how quick and easy you do, so you need 12. But what I did was that I followed the pattern on a sheet of paper, so it allows you to obviously follow that pattern all the way around.
So 12, not 6,
so
which goes to say.
Yeah, it's
Never
12.
listened to Craig.
Well, I must admit, I thought, I haven't used it since last year, so I thought it's about 6 or 8, but it's 12. But they're cut out so quickly. So just thought I'd quickly show you that as to how easy and lovely they are. But for this one, we're going to use the village chapel, so let's pop that to the side. Now, again, this is a huge die, but don't just be thinking weddings. These are absolutely perfect for the spooky time of year. Again, you're changing your colours up on what you are creating, and it makes it look totally different. So what this is, it's just an A4 sheet of card that I've cut in half. And what we're going to do is I'm going to line it up where I want it. I could line it up further to the left if I wanted, but I'm not. I'm going to pop it there. So I've sort of got it in that top right-hand corner. Making sure it's nice and straight with the top, and then I'm just going to tape it down into place so it doesn't move. And I'm going to bring in my large plates, remembering to open my card up because I don't want to cut through both sides, and then we're going to pop it through.
Okay.
So this is a big die, so this, on its own, it's going to go through your junior, just as it is. You're not going to be able to, obviously, plate size depending, isn't it? So yes, it will run through your junior, especially if you're just cutting out sort of mats and layers for your project. So you can see, I love when you use the black, you can really see how easy and
you see
simple
it there, don't you?
it's cut through beautifully. So let's just lift this gently. I'm not too bothered that I've ripped that a little bit because that bit's coming away anyway.
Do you ever watch Ghost Adventures on Discovery Plus or Really or a couple of those channels?
No, I haven't.
See, I am one of those, I am a very loyal, Most Haunted Yvette Fielding, Carol Beatty fan.
Yeah.
So any other paranormal show just doesn't do it for me. It has to be Most Haunted.
I do like watching that, I must admit, but I like Yvette Fielding. I could watch her all day.
Yeah.
I did watch, there was one I watched a little while ago, it was an American one, and what they do is they have sort of videos sent to them and they try and debunk it to see if it's like real or if someone sort of could have faked it.
Yeah.
And I think more often than not someone has faked it, but there's always that one that you think, how on earth?
How? I think that's what I like about Most Haunted is if it can be debunked, they'll tell you and they'll say.
Yeah.
Which actually, incidentally, they just put a new episode up last night on their YouTube channel. I think they went back to Pendle Hill.
Oh.
I know, yeah. It was a good one in the early days when they used to go there.
Yeah.
That's going to be my night tonight.
I'm going to have to catch up on those. I haven't watched some of those for too long, actually.
Yeah. Well, about a couple of months ago, I went on a Most Haunted experience to Croxteth Hall in Liverpool, and Yvette was there, and Carol and Stuart, and that was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. You know, and I know everyone each their own, not everyone will believe in that, and you know, that is everyone's right. I'm just so into it. I just totally believe in it, and I just love it. I find it so interesting, so interesting.
Yeah, I do. I love that kind of stuff. I'm definitely a believer in something else. I don't believe it's just us on this side. So I love anything spooky, which is probably why I have to sleep with the landing light on.
Do you? Really?
I do, yeah. If I'm up here at the house on my own, I leave the landing light on. If I'm at home, it's okay, because I'm under the covers with my husband.
Yes.
So, you know, he can get eaten first.
Of course.
But I've had a fear of the dark ever since I was little. It doesn't help that my sister used to terrify me when I was younger. So it's her fault, really.
I love how you've got a fear of the dark, but you still love horrors.
I know.
That's quite rare to hear someone who loves horrors but is scared of the dark.
I think I've just always loved a horror. I remember when I was about 10 years old, I remember one of my friends coming to school. It was Timothy Skelcher, and he said to me, I watched a film last night, and it described the scene to me from Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, where she takes the hat off his head in her dream and wakes up with it underneath her covers. And I was like, oh my God, I need to see this film. So I went home and I nagged my mum for ages, and she got the film and she let me watch it. I didn't sleep for about a month.
Really?
No, not that long. But yeah, it was like the best thing I've ever seen, and since that age. So we're going back to the 80s. So yeah, Mum always let us watch. She let me watch horrors with my sister because you know, she thought she, you know, was the responsible one, and you know, would look after me, not terrify me every night before we went to bed. But yeah, I just love horror films.
Well, you see, my mum is one of 4 sisters, and my Auntie Jane, she's my Auntie Jane, but she's also my godmother. So if I ever introduce her to anyone and say, oh, this is my Auntie Jane, she always corrects me and say, I'm your godmother. So she was the youngest one. So whenever my mum would go out or was working or anything like that, it was always my Auntie Jane who would look after me, which when I was younger, at that point, my Auntie Jane still lived with my gran. So she was the one that would let me watch horrors, and you know, I used to watch her. And this is why the two that still give me the heebie-jeebies to this day is Child's Play and Halloween. That's why I still love them. Even at 38 years old, I think because I watched them with my Auntie Jane, they still give me the heebie-jeebies. But yeah, she's the one to blame for allowing me to watch horrors.
We'll blame her.
I love them.
For me, the one film that terrified me was Troll. Do you remember that one? That's an old 80s one.
It's really old.
I am really old.
Well, they're saying that. So's Child's Play in Halloween, isn't it?
Yeah, but that was a basement. He was in the basement, and I still can't go in a basement.
Can you not?
No.
No. I'd love to do a paranormal investigation, like in a basement or a loft, completely on my own. I would love to do that.
No.
Yep.
Troll's a really old film, it is. I love a good classic 80s. What I'm just doing, if you're wondering why I keep spinning it round, is I'm just trimming the church away. But yeah, Troll's a real old film, just like me.
You're not old.
You're
turned not old. Not at all.
39 last week. I didn't really.
I was away to say for a minute. I'm like, well, I'm 38. Your kids are grown up and you're married.
No, yeah, 46 last week.
I was like, oh my God, a year's difference. You're married, kids. I'm single, no kids, nothing. But you were joking, got you. Although I fell for it. I would have, if you carried on, I would have fell for that.
Many people do, which makes me very happy, because it's not one of those where someone says that they're younger than they are and people just don't believe them. I tend to get away with it. My eldest is 26. He sent me a birthday card and he wrote inside it, it's really strange. Oh, happy 21st. It's really strange being older than my own mother, but you know, them's the rules. I was like, thank you very much. Right, so dotted tape pen on all these delicate areas.
Lewis Patterson on Facebook is asking, love this, but why is it not cutting out those door windows? Love this, but why is it not cutting out door windows? So the door, I suppose though, so right, so I think I know what Lewis is meaning. So the doors in this die, they don't actually open, the doors in the window. But if you put, I'm sure, Michelle, am I correct in thinking, if you were to put a little slit down the doorway, they would open?
Yes, yeah, I think you could get away with it. My only thought is, I wonder if he's mixing this up with our 3-in-1 creator card dies, the ones that Debbie launched, because the doors on that haunted house open, don't they?
Oh, that's a really, really good point. I wonder that might be the case, Lewis. If you're thinking that they should be opening, then that is a really strong possibility. Maybe you're getting them mixed up with the ones that Debbie launched. I think that was the ones that Debbie launched with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those doors do open, but no, this is a completely different die. So yeah, it is intentional that these ones don't open, although you could make them open.
Yeah, you definitely could. But no, that's my only thought, because I love the fact that the doors open on that particular die. Definitely. So that's what I was doing, turning my piece of card round 20 times, just die cutting the actual church out itself. I've actually missed the church spire, which I meant to include, but again, it doesn't really matter. So I've also got it cut out in some of our Centura Pearl, and what I'm going to do is, so it stands out, we're going to pop that behind. So again, I've got that lovely little bit of a drop shadow, so I'm just going to trim this down so it fits in. And the good thing is, when you run it through, you get that line of the outline of your die. So it allows me to really be able to see and follow, just to trim the whole thing out.
Now, of course, this one is your Halloween decor, so Michelle's using it, of course, in a Halloween theme. The original idea when it came out was all about weddings. Now, Michelle, come Monday, we kickstart a brand new era of Neighbours, and we've got a wedding.
I know.
But who's getting married?
I know.
Who's getting married? My initial thought was, is it going to be Paul and Teresa?
That's what I thought.
But then I keep thinking back, well, when we start on Monday, it's jumped forward 2 years after it ended.
It's got to be Toadie.
So do you think it's Toadie and Melanie?
They were going to get married, weren't they?
They were, weren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Melanie's confirmed to be back.
Yes, and that laugh.
So yeah. If anyone is wanting to know, certainly stateside, what I'm on about, maybe you've heard of Neighbours, you've just never seen it. When it starts in Freeview on Monday, which is Amazon Prime essentially. You guys stateside are getting Neighbours as well. Oh my God, it's a brilliant Australian drama.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's been my whole life since I was about 10.
Yeah, I've watched it all my life, and well, Neighbours is about the same age as me. So from when I was, again, thanks to my Auntie Jane, she was the one that got me into Neighbours,
Yeah.
and I've watched it ever since.
Yeah, I remember being off school one day. I wasn't very well, and Mum had it on at dinner time because it repeated from dinner time and tea time, didn't it? So I was there watching it one dinner time, and I was hooked. Mrs. Mangle was shouting at Guy Pearce, and
Madge was always my favourite character.
loved Madge.
And then Susan Kennedy. She's been my favourite character for a number of years now. Susan and Carol. Yep. So yeah, I'm off on Monday. Well, I'm prepping from home on Monday. So I'm telling you, my alarm's going to be set for 7 a.m. for it to drop on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
And I'm getting up to watch it.
Yeah, I'm going home Sunday. If I hadn't have been, I'd have booked it off.
Yes.
Those beautiful papers, I've trimmed some down. I've just got a border there, and I've got this one, and I've specifically cut this piece out, so I've got that imagery right in the middle with the rest in peace. This is going to pop on the inside.
See, just while you've got that there, Michelle, can I just show the difference side on side?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So we've got Michelle's doing kind of like a Halloween one, but then if you use that with the initial wedding concept, how different do they look? But they work perfectly for both Halloween and wedding, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just while I've seen you lay that down there and I've seen that sample I had, thought that might be good to show side by side.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about, the thing is, you're going to have so many things in your stash that actually is going to be perfect for Halloween. Or you're going to have some of our Halloween stuff that you're going to be able to use all year round. I mean, we were saying about the paper pad. My daughter and I, to be honest, would love a birthday card any time of the year with this kind of thing, because we like this.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
Well, you might have, son, daughter, grandkids, anyone that is like a goth, and they like the blacks. Like my friend Heather, her sister, she likes to wear the blacks and the darker colours. She's into that.
Yeah.
So therefore, these don't just have to be used for the Halloween time. Any time during the year. If they're into that, then it's great for your birthday celebrations.
absolutely, absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring some of this in, because this is like the best thing since sliced bread. And you're going to use this everywhere, all over, absolutely everything, because it is just fabulous. You're going to get it stuck to your fingers. You're not going to be able to do anything because it's just sticking everywhere, but you won't care because...
Don't put it on your face and pretend that you're Santa Claus, because it gets entangled in your beard. And you're left for hours. I did it on Hobby Maker with Sina, and I was quite literally 6 hours later still felt like I was pulling out all these bits that were stuck in my beard.
Oh, you was on that last show and she was still
doing it, yeah.
And then, I'm throwing everything about today. I'm going to add a little bit more all across the bottom of my card, almost like spooky smoke raising up from the graves. You always get that on any good horror film, don't you? That
you do, don't you?
You absolutely do. So I'm just popping a couple of little dots of glue on here just to hold it down. But remember, be careful when you're pressing over the top, because you are going to stick your finger straight in that hot glue if you're not careful.
What a great effect.
So you can have it sort of raised. I've put way too much on. I mean, it really, really does a little bit go very, very far. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop... I'm running out of glue. We're going to pop that over there. So I'll tell you what, let's pop a bit of glue underneath so it sticks to the card as well.
So as a way to say, would you treat this in a way like you would with acetate, as in hide the adhesive?
I tend to, yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I'm using my hot glue at the minute, but I think sometimes you don't need to. You can use a little bit of tacky glue You could use some of your tape pen on there if you wanted to. Let me trim a bit of this away. But I want the height from the glue gun. So you could use foam pads as well. Just the foam pad's going to stick to that. It's not going to stick underneath. So hence I'm using this so I can get that stick all the way through.
Okay.
So let's pop the witch on as well. My glue's gone a bit wonky in there, unfortunately. I need Debbie Fisher here. She normally sorts my glue gun out for me.
What's up with it?
You know, when the glue sort of doesn't go through properly and it just sort of all piles up into one big lump. Did that even make any sense?
No.
You know, in there, I've gone a bit, it's melted a bit and it's just all...
I've never seen that before.
No. It's gone all icky.
Oh. It's a bit icky, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder, if I've got another glue stick, you know, so I wonder if this will help, the little thing that I tend to do.
Okay.
Yeah, melt the end.
And then pop it in.
And then pop it in. For that to grab. I mean, maybe it's enough just to...
Push it through.
Yeah. I've never seen that before. Oh, this is riveting TV, isn't it?
It's like a big lump seems to have just melted in there, doesn't it?
Oh. I don't know. There you go. Don't know, other than peel a couple of bits out and stick one on the end, I don't know what I've really done, but...
Well, we'll soon know. It'll either work or it won't.
If not, Debbie's in on Tuesday.
And then I've got a couple of... Oh, it has its work, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Let's pop that there. So
Debbie who?
The spooky little ghosts, which I've cut out. These are from the All Hallows Eve collections. Pop that one there and pop that one there. But then what I'm going to do is I've just got a tiny little bit of this fluff stuff. And I've just used one of my tri-blends. So I've used my tri-blend in the jade green. I used the brush one just to add a little bit of effect, almost like I've got some green smoke sort of coming out of that cauldron. She's obviously made some sort of a spell. So let's pop that on there. And then just right at the top, I'm gonna, again, I've got that look, it just sticks everywhere. Have a fabulous birthday. Let me, let's pop that to the side. Let's bring in a foam pad. Bring in a foam pad. And then we're gonna pop it sort of under this smoke up here. So pop that on there and then wrap that round, and it's going to wrap round. It just goes on and on. Let's just have a bit of a play. So yeah, so if I bring my mess to the side, turn that round. I don't know, oh, there we go.
That's so cool.
There you go. So just, can you see where I've just coloured it a little bit just to make it look like a potion coming out of the cauldron? But that beautiful church chapel that is going to work perfectly for any wedding invite works absolutely perfectly as a spooky card as well.
Awesome. That is so, so cool. So, so cool. Just to say as well, just before I give you a little recap, where was it there? Lewis is saying, yeah, sorry, he was meaning the ones with Debbie. Yeah, so he was just getting a little bit mixed up there with the haunted house when it comes to the doors that open on the haunted house created card dies, and this one being the wedding chapel that Michelle's used into Halloween cards. So the doors and windows don't open on that one. But you could easily just put a slit down the doors and the windows and they would open. So if you want to get your hands on this collection here, you can do so. Certainly when it comes to the today's price, if you're paying the today's price, you're not going to be far off, of course, that buy more, save more that we'll go over just shortly. But you're going to get that village chapel. So Michelle used it within the haunted card that she made there, and then I showed you the finished sample where it has been used as a wedding card. So you've got your create a card die. You've then got your festive pumpkin die set, and Michelle really, really kindly earlier on made up a quick pumpkin just to show you how you can make one of these ones. That one you're going to then die cut the panels 12 times. You're then going to be getting your copper glitter cardstock. So you're going to be getting your glitter cardstock and, oh, right, so when it comes to the copper glitter cardstock, that one is your shedless glitter cardstock, 10 sheets, 250 GSM. We've then got our copper. No, we've not. That was copper. That's the cherry. We've got our cherry, 310 GSM cardstock, A4 in size. So you've got all of those. Then what you're also going to be getting is your metallic pen. So you're going to get your 6 metallic pens, double nib within these ones here, which these then look like within this one just here. So that's the colours that you've got within here. And then you're also going to get your tacky glue as well as your pigment ink pad. So check out the website for everything else, shop the date, etc, etc. You're going to find it across into there. What we will do is, let's do a couple of comments here just before we then head on. We've got Olga saying, I have this die and I've never used it. Well, now, when it comes to Halloween, it took me 2 days on vacation to make the haunted house create a card. I'm going to read that again. It took me 2 days on vacation to make the haunted house create a card. We've then got Alison is saying, Craig, Halloween and Child's Play are my 2 favourite movies. I showed my son when I introduced him to horror films. My mum showed him them, the original. I really, really like those ones. We've also got as well, usually, Kirsty D, I would be very, very jealous at this, but I'm not because I've got this coming up as well. Kirsty D is saying, Craig, my son is going to see the most haunted stage show at the Globe in Stockholm on Halloween. He's so excited to go. Because Most Haunted are doing an incredible run of stage shows at the moment. They've just started. Now, I'm not going to the one on Halloween in Stockton, which I contemplated about going, but they're through in Newcastle. It's not till early next year, but they're coming through to the Newcastle Theatre next year, the Most Haunted stage show. So I've got tickets for that one. We've then got YOU Expression saying, this card totally reminds me of the show Something's Wicked This Way. Something Wicked This Way comes. Love it, Michelle. Never heard of that show before.
No.
Never heard of that show before. Rosalind saying, Michelle, you give us so many inspirations, certainly for scrapbook layouts. And then Brenda is asking, Michelle, it's a stunning card. What size was the card?
It was an A4 piece of card, just scarred in half. So if you've got our Ultimate Pro, is it Ultimate Pro? The big suitcasey thing, or any of our scar bars, just scarred an A4 in half.
Perfect, excellent. Right, I just have to apologise. I was giving you all the details there a moment ago for the Halloween decor, but guess what? It's gone.
Oh,
You
no.
guys, between Wake Up Call and, of course, this hour and 20 minutes or so within this show, you've popped it into your basket and you've checked it out. If you did manage to get your hands on that one, incredible, well done, congratulations. You're going to be able to use them, of course, for Halloween. But then, of course, all throughout the year with having that village church die as well. So incredible saving when it comes to that one. So if you did get that, well done. But it's now gone. So we can move that one out the way. Right, we're going to have a look at our Halloween paper pad. So we're going to go back to this one. So Michelle was using this one here. This one, as I say, this is like true adult horror Halloween paper pad here. This isn't for the faint-hearted when it comes to the designs. You've got your double-sided. So it's double-sided. So what you will find, that you'll already find it within our paper pads, if we were to look deep into the background of this design, that background layout is then being transitioned through onto the opposite side. So you've got, you know, kind of like the tree trunks with the spider webs, but on the opposite side you've got that full-on design. You've got the bats, you've got the foliage, you've got the ghosts, the tombstones, etc, etc. You've got your 36 sheets. They're going to open up a wide variety of colours and designs. I mean, that one there, that's just like a true ghost that you would think when you see it in some kind of, you know, do ghosts exist documentary, and the ghost is haunting my house and that sort of thing. You know, you've got all those different terms. You've got the bats within the moon, you've got your graveyard with the tombstones and the ghost, you've got your pumpkins, the witch's silhouette in the background, jack-o'-lanterns with the spider webs again, all of these gorgeous designs, gorgeous autumnal colours as well with these colours and designs. 36 sheets, 12 by 12. When it comes to that one, they're 180 GSM, and of course, as I've showed you before, they are double-sided. So that has been a popular one. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you the other paper pad that we do have as well, and that is the All Hallows Eve paper pad. So we do have elements of the All Hallows collection across on their website. We've got little collections available on the show, and then we've got some as individuals across on the website. For instance, this paper pad is an individual, $14.99 or $19.95. This one I'm going to say is a little bit more of a teen and older sort of paper pad. So if you are one that is a little bit scared when it comes to Halloween and spooks, then this is going to be a nice one because it's not overly scary. It's kind of character scary when it comes to the designs. The witch is going actually flying on the broomsticks. Past, of course, the moon, you've got the cats as well. You've got the cats on the fences in the graveyards with the spider webs. You've got your purples, your greens, your oranges, your browns, your yellows. All these colours run through the All Hallows Eve. Maybe you did get the full All Hallows Eve collection when it launched a couple of weeks ago with myself and Lily. Maybe you want to then come along and top up on the paper pad. You can do exactly that with a platinum price of $11.99 or $15.96. Please, please, please do take advantage of that buy more, save more. If you are just joining us and you're wondering what it's all about, when you come back, I'll go over in a wee bit more detail all about the buy more, save more. And here's a little bit more information about Crafters Club.
Welcome to Club Inspire, the crafters companion community where you can feed your crafty obsession. Join our fantastic loyalty club today and receive 20% of your first order. We'll also give you 250 points to help get you started. Other benefits of joining Club Inspire include exclusive special offers and discounts for Club Inspire members only, exclusive sneak peek previews of brand new product launches, and of course the Club Inspire community group on Facebook, where you can access exclusive content such as downloads, offers and inspiration, and of course you can chat and share your makes with other members. You'll receive 1 point for every pound, dollar or euro you spend, and the more points you receive, the more benefits you'll unlock. What are you waiting for? Sign up, join the club and start rewarding yourself today.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
All the fun. I'm back with Debbie Fisher on Tuesday. Back with Debbie on Tuesday. We've got something that's going to light up your crafty life.
Saw that sneaky little
Have you seen it yet?
post. No.
We've got a few in next door. You should go and have a look.
I will.
You should go and have a look. Yeah, I like pressing the buttons.
That's me.
Pressing the buttons. If you want to know what that's all about, go across onto my Instagram and check out my Instagram. It's Craig Laird CC. Which incidentally is kind of the same form for all of us on the team. It's our full name with CC at the end. So Michelle Mccarthy CC, Debbie Robinson CC, Corin Robinson CC, etc., etc. You can see where I'm going with that one as well. So that's across on both Instagram and Facebook. So you'll find certainly with on Instagram, you'll see that reel that I done regarding the light. It's not on Facebook, but I'm also on TikTok as well. I posted the TikTok video as well. I have to say, quite a funky tune that I added to it as well. Light Up. I really got that playing away on my... I was about to say the device's name there. No, all your devices would be setting off there. Yes, that device, Charlotte. Yeah, better not do that, because then everyone else... I am not doing it, Charlotte. I'm not doing it, because then I'll get the brunt of everyone's device go. I was just a way to say it again there. Device going off there. Nothing worse when someone says the name on TV and your device goes off.
Yeah.
Your device goes off, isn't it?
I have many an argument with mine. She just doesn't listen.
Does she not?
No.
Do you know who doesn't listen to me? Siri.
Oh, does she not?
Oh, she doesn't
She
listen
is rude,
to me.
though.
She is very rude. Yeah, she's not as good as her. Right.
Don't let Siri hear. She'll be well upset.
I'm not getting into that one, Charlotte's just asking why they're all women. As a guy, I'm keeping my mouth shut on that one. I'm not getting into that one, not in that hole. No, I've already got one black eye from the team yesterday. I don't want another one, that's for sure. Right here. Joke, by the way, my eye is swollen, but it's not from anyone on the team. Can I just point that one out? Not yet, anyway. Right, Halloween-shaped card-based stamping dies we've got here. Now, Michelle done that incredible demonstration earlier on with the witch's hat when she made it as a hanging object. Now, which is going to be doing is having a look at the pumpkins or the jack-o'-lanterns in a moment. But you do get them both. Now, if you go for your witch's hat, of course, which of course you get them together, as I say, you're going to get all of these stamps, all of these dies as well. These are going to complement your All Hallows Eve collection, or maybe you want to go for the Halloween paper pad. All of these will complement each other. Now, you've got the witch's hat, you've got the banners, you've got the boots, you've got the legs, the stars, the dots, you've got the buckle, everything else to go with it, as well as the stamps too. You've got your Cheers Witches, you've then got your Wicked, Happy Halloween, Trick or Treat, You're So Sweet, etc., etc. So you're going to get all of them, plus you're going to be getting the pumpkins. Now, when it comes to the pumpkins, you're going to be getting that larger die, so that's going to cut different materials as well the witches' hats and the boots. You might just need to add in your metal shim. But you've got your lovely sentiments. Now, a couple of them, for Halloween, but then you've got ones such as Blessed. You've got ones that are going to work for Harvest Festival as well, and even when it comes to Thanksgiving. You've got those curvature stamps, which are going to add to that curve of the pumpkin. If you choose to use them, you don't have to, but it's nice that you've got them there included All of that you're going to get for £38 or $48. If you are platinum, then you're going to get that for £30 or £30.40 or $38.40. Now, what we have got as well that kick-started earlier on this morning, just before wake-up call, is our buy more, save more. And this just means essentially that the more you buy, the more that you're going to be saving. So if you spend 50, so that's £50, dollars or euros, you're going to save £10, dollars or euros. So all that you need to do is, as long as your order is over 50, then just put in the promo code, then put in spend, save 10. That is then going to take off that £10, $10 or €10 if your order is over 50. Now, if you spend £100, dollars or euros, you're going to get £20 off dollars or euros. You just need to put spend, save 20 in the promo code, and then if you spend £130 dollars or euros or more, then you could take advantage of £30 dollars or euros off. You just need to put spend, save 30 in the promo code, and then that's going to deduct the £30 dollar or euro. So the more you spend, the more that you save. So once again, you can then get 10 off 50, 20 off 100 or 30 off 130 just by using the promo code spend save 10, spend save 20 or spend save 30. All the additional info are across on our website. What I would say is each code is one use per customer. Each code. Just making sure that you're clear on that. Winky wink. And then what you're also got for you guys stateside, spend over $50, you're going to get your free shipping as well. You don't need any codes for that. That'll all be deducted itself in the checkout at the website. Right, everything, as you can see, is already there on the website for you to check out. Some sellouts already today, but we have not got off very long to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight back to Michelle. This has probably been another one of the quickest shows that I've had as of late, and it's just seen all these incredible demonstrations that you do, Michelle.
Oh, thanks, Craig.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. We're going to use the pumpkin spice. So a beautiful, again, a beautiful collection, a beautiful stamp set. This is the big, obviously, die in here, but we're not going to be using this one. You can see that I've already taken this pumpkin off. We're going to use this one. I've got my pumpkin on some orange texture. I've got my sunflower on some yellow, and then I've got a little bit of black glitter card, and that is going to be the centre of my sunflower. So let's just pop these few bits on here. So I'm going to tape them down so they don't move. I've got tape to the left of me, tape to the right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle of you.
It's stuck up my arm. I've got a piece on the bottom of my shoe.
I was sure that was P45 coming your way, Michelle. I was positive. I was like, no, I love working with you. Don't do that.
Don't get yourself fired.
Oh, my God.
I've always got tape stuck all up my arm because I pop it here and then I lean in it.
Oh, even I've gone hot for you. Do you know that?
I don't know what you think of me, Craig. Right. So let's take this off. So what we're going to do with this one is I've got some of my fryer brown. So this is my water reactive, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this back on here and it sits back on exactly where you need it to go. And I'm just going to ink through those parts of the die that you can see through. So I've picked, did I say I've picked my fryer brown? If I didn't, that is what I've picked. I think it just goes absolutely perfectly on that pumpkin. So let's pop that to the side. So that is fryer brown water reactive. And now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my fryer brown opaque. And just on the top here, we're just going to, so that's why I've got my dauber. I've just changed what I'm using. I'm going to pop some opaque pigment on there. let's bring this in and we will pop some. Mine is just a nice clear. So let's heat set that. So I've got my tool next to me, my heat tool. Let me just, oh, I'll wait that up in a minute. So I'm just going to heat set that top bit.
Okay.
It adds texture and dimension just by adding a little bit like this. And this has got to be one of my all-time favourite things to do anyway.
Heat embossing.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those that gets people into crafting, isn't it? They see it somewhere.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. So I've heat set that. I'm not going to add any more ink to my water reactive one. I just want to go around the edges really, sort of really lightly, just to take that edge away. And that is my pumpkin. So I'm happy with my pumpkin. We're going to leave that for now. But then we're going to bring in that sunflower. And we're going to do the same with the sunflower. Let's move that up there. But I'm going to bring in my honey pot for this one. And do exactly the same. We're just going to cover the whole thing with some opaque pigment ink. And you know, it's so thick and juicy. It doesn't take no time at all to really build up the ink and the colour on these. So let's move that to the side.
These will be a few other ones that would be good with the funky foam.
Yes, yeah. I'm really excited to get that and try it. Lily was raving about it earlier, and you are now, so it's definitely something that I'm going to have to get. So let's set this. Just there we go. Look how quick that's
so satisfying.
Lovely. And just bring in my poker tool so I don't save my fingers. And if you've done this once and you've missed a little bit or you're not quite happy with it, you can go in again and again. Just let that dry a little bit, because sometimes we miss a bit. That's what I'm looking for. So let it dry. When you do it like 2 or 3 times, you get the most beautiful, almost, well, it's almost enamel-like, isn't it? Almost like a badge.
It does, yeah.
So let's add just a little bit more. And then just doing exactly the same, adding some powder over the top. Finding it. There we go. In fact, I've done this 4 or 5 times on a spare piece of card, and then when I run it through with my dye, because so for instance, I just did a little patch on there so I could run my dye through. But I did it 4 or 5 times, and what happened actually with the pressure of the Gemini, it peeled off.
Right.
So I almost had like my own enamel topper.
Oh my God, that's
very
a great
cool.
idea. Yeah.
I'm going to use my poker tool again just to hold this still so I don't burn my fingers.
What I find interesting, it's been quite a while since I've done like triple emboss or even more. The other day at home, I started filming some videos for the advent calendar.
Oh.
And one of the techniques that I've been doing in it is triple embossing with one of the items that's behind one of the doors within the advent calendar. And I just find it funny that I've not done it for a long time, and then something made me think about it last week, so I've done it within, well, I've not filmed the video yet, but I've done the demo for it that I'm going to film, and then Michelle's come along and doing the extra embossing.
Great minds think alike.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to pop that to the side. I'm going to allow that to dry for now, because I'm going to bring in these. So I've got a few cut out already.
Okay.
I'm very excited to watch your advent calendar videos. I love to watch those every year.
Oh.
What am I looking for? String. So again, a little bit different. So we've got some string, so I thought we'll make a little banner with these. So I've got some string, and again, using the dies that come with this, I've cut out lots of those, I call them tendrils. What are they called? Is that what they're called?
Tendrils, is that not what's on an octopus?
I want to say fronds, F-O-R-N-D-S. I've no idea what it means, but I want to say it. It could be for something completely different, but for some reason that word's stuck in my head. Ah, fronds are the leaves on ferns. I wasn't that far away, was I?
No, you were close.
I've been further. Right, so I've got just some black string from my stash. I've got lots cut out in glitter. I've got lots cut out in craft card. And I've got boo. So these are just some die cut letters. Let me just...
You've been trying to use your string up by any chance?
Yeah. Yeah, I occasionally use it. I forget about it and then I use it all the time. And then I forget about it for a little while because I tidy it away.
Oh, there are tendrils.
Oh, look at me. Do you know what? Sometimes I have random information in my head that just pops up from time to time and makes sense.
You were a ground force viewer, weren't you?
I used to love...
That's ground force theme tune. Alan Titchmark, Charlie Dimmock and Tommy Walsh.
Absolutely.
I liked it. I always, well, at the time when ground force was on and I still lived at home, I always thought it'd be good if they come and do my garden.
So all I've done is I've just give that some shape. I've doubled them up and I've just added the black glitter circle for in the middle.
Okay.
So this one's going to go on here. And this one's going to go on here. But before I put those on, I'm going to add... I'm going to sort of add my string to this piece, and again I'm going to bring in my hot glue gun because it's just the easiest and quickest way. So I'm going to pop a little drop of hot glue. I'm going to pop that on there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a couple of these in. I'm going to pop one of two of these on each one. So again, let's pop a little bit of hot glue on there.
I was convinced that your first demonstration within Masterclass was going to win Demo of the Show, but now I'm not sure because I think this is another cracking idea.
Thank you very much. More is more, I think, for these. So really build this up until you're quite happy with it. And then I'm going to pop, let's move that so we can still see it. And then that one's going to go over there. Let me just add a bit of glue to keep that in place. Oh, you've mended it for me. It's working lovely now.
Is it working fine, is it?
Yeah. So that one's going to go on there. And depending on how much space you want between each of these, obviously that's going to be entirely up to you. We're going to do the same across all of these. Adding that there. Let's add one of those on. Little tendril. I'm going to use that word all the time now, I know.
All the time. Tendrils.
Let's pick one of these. Add some glue to that one.
So what's on octopuses?
That on there.
Oh, it's tentacles.
Nearly.
Well, you could see where it could get mixed up.
Oh, definitely.
They are kind of similar. Thank you, Charlotte. I know you're just humouring me, but I appreciate it.
So this is where you're just going to have a little bit or a lot of fun and just build up. I loved that. Did you see that, Craig, The Last of Us?
No.
It's an end of world type thing.
Oh, see, I'm not into Alien or like end of world stuff's not my cup of tea.
I'm not, but it's a game my husband played years ago, and it's about the spores of something. I'm great at explaining things, aren't they? Like mushroomy type spas.
Right, yeah.
And this outbreak, someone lets something off, like they always do in these films. And the spas, they attack your brain and they turn you into this mushroom, weird, creaturey, but it's not a zombie. So that's why I liked it, because it wasn't zombies.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of a zombie movie.
No, sci-fi and zombies it's not my cup of tea. The only one that I ever really enjoyed, and there was a reason, and that was World War Z with Brad Pitt.
And
that's
really
because
that.
a lot of that they filmed in Glasgow city centre.
Oh, was it?
They dressed it up as America and filmed it, and I was in Glasgow one of the days that we're filming. Now, I didn't see anything, but because I was in Glasgow when they were filming, when the film came out, I thought, I want to watch it to see if I recognise Glasgow that's been done up as though it's in America.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's cheaper to close streets in Scotland and dress them up as though they're America than close streets in America. So that's why they do a lot in the UK. And I really enjoyed it,
Yeah. I enjoyed that film, I must admit. I think I must admit, I loved the first, They're Coming to Get You, Barbara.
What's
I loved that one. Is that the Day of the Dead? Dawn of the Dead? Because there's Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and Night of the Living Dead, and I loved that one. But that was an old black and white one, the original.
War of the Worlds, old black and white one, yeah.
Night of the Living Dead. That's an old classic George A. Romero film, though. There we go. So let me move all those bits. Really go to town with all your bits on your boo. All those lovely tendrils. And things like that. So literally, shall I try and hold it up? Turn it round.
Please.
And hold it up. So if I turn that round, you've got a lovely
How
hangy
cute.
thing. A hangy thing. I can remember tendrils, but I can't
Bunting.
remember what it is. A garland.
Pumpkin
Bunting.
bunting.
Yeah. Pumpkin bunting. I
There you
like that.
There you go. Now, that could be demo of the show. So this is going to be a really quick count for you guys. Apologies to Rachel, but it was really worthwhile seeing the end, of course, as to how Michelle's done that pumpkin. I have to watch what I'm saying. Pumpkin bunting on that one there. So, Michelle, could you line up your three makes for us, please?
I can. So, number one was with that witch's hat with the wibbly legs, the wobbly legs. So that was number one. Number two was with the village chapel. And then number three is the pumpkin bumpkin. The pumpkin.
I know, it's not easy, is it? No.
It's the pumpkin bunting.
Bunting. Not easy at all. 1, 2 or 3, the choice is yours. So you've got less than, or maybe about a minute just to get your vote in. Right, if you want to go for that full set that's giving you the witches' hats, it's giving you the pumpkins as well, you can do that. All of these come together. You're going to be £38 or $48 with a platinum price of £30.40 or $38.40 for you guys stateside. They are available for you guys in Central Europe. You just need to go into your website for your prices in euros.co.uk.com or .eu. That's where you need to go. That is your Halloween-shaped card-based stamp and dies. Right, we're going to do one little last mention before, of course, we get our result, and then we take a little break for an hour before we come back for that incredible craft-along that Michelle's going to be doing. And I can promise you I will go a lot quieter within craft-along so you can follow along with Michelle's instructions. But here we go, the Advent calendar. So we're going from Halloween to Christmas Advent calendar, and the reason being is there's not many of these left when it comes to the Advent calendar. Now this one is $49.99 or $59.95. You've got a saving of $39.99 or $47.96. You're going to get your double points as well. Now when it comes to your Advent calendar, you've got 24 doors, but in total you've got 63 craftable items behind all the doors. So by the end of Christmas Eve, when you've opened all the doors, you'll have 63 crafty items for you to craft with. Now, they're not all just Christmas. There's a very few of them that are Christmas themed. The rest of them are for all throughout the year. So by the time that you've opened all the doors, you're going to have a lovely comprehensive crafting collection for spring, summer, autumn and winter as well. Now, the one thing that so many of you absolutely love with the Advent calendar is what I do with it all throughout December. So this year I'm changing it up ever so slightly. This year there'll be a combination of videos and Facebook Lives. So what I will be doing, I'll be doing it very, very shortly as I'll start to, at home, prep and film some videos. So every single day, all the way throughout December, either a video will drop or I will do a Facebook Live where we open the door and we create something behind each door. So if you're unsure how to use your Advent calendars and the products that you've got behind them, what you can then do is you can tune in with my video or the Facebook Live that are across on my Facebook page, follow along, and we'll have a little chat together on the lives, but we actually create something. That's what the videos and the lives are about. So that's every single day throughout December. Of course, you need to go to Craig Laird CC, give me a follow across on my Facebook, give the rest of the team as well while you're there, but follow the videos that I do with the Advent calendar in December, then go to Craig Laird CC. Also, just to say as well, as we go further into the month of December, so for example, when I open, let's say, door number 13, then when I use the item behind door number 13, I may very well use the item that was behind door 2 and behind door 5, maybe also behind door 10. So we start to use many of the elements all combined together. So if you want to go for the Advent calendar, $49.99 or $59.95 with a platinum price of $39.99 or $47.96, and that is giving you your double points as well. But once it's gone, it is gone. And as for December, we won't be bringing it back this year. Right, Michelle, demo of the show, and I'm going to go straight in there. It goes to number 3.
The pumpkin bunting.
Bunting.
The country bumpkin. There we go. Thank you. It's just fun, isn't it?
It is indeed. It really, really is. Thank you so much for that incredible masterclass,
Thank you
Michelle.
very much.
We're going to have a little break for an hour, and then we're going to be back because you've got that epic craft along where we're going to be making the coffin or the casket.
Yes.
We are indeed. Yeah. What you can do in the meantime, we'll give you a run through of what you're going to need at the start of Craft Along, but in this next hour you can go across onto social and have a look. Head across to Crafters TV and Michelle's, so that's going to give you a rundown as to everything that you're going to need to be Craft Along with Michelle when it comes to the next show. That's going to be 6 o'clock here in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon Central Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. We'll see you in an hour.